Who else lives around here? We don't need the NCR. Oh, there's St. James. Extremely prolific prostitute visitor. People have told on you a lot. Also, this guy's staring at me.
Why are you talking to me, man? I'm trying to relax here. Got it?
What do you do around here?
Me and Dermot work salvage around New Vegas.
Tell me about Dermot, your partner.
What do you even mean? He's Dermot. Dermot knows how to work salvage better than any man I ever met. Doesn't go asking questions all day, neither.
I hear you spend most of your caps on Sweetie.
That's private. I don't go asking about how you like to get laid, and I don't want to know. Enough of that.
Bye.
Fuck off.
I got nothing you need. If it's ass you're looking for, talk to Pretty Sarah.
No. What do you do around here?
Me and my partner St. James work salvage around West Side, that's all.
Why is your partner called St. James?
Because it's his name. He may be high-strung, but he's all right. Hauls his half a scrap, which is all I need.
Name is Saint?
Yeah, beat it.
Alright, these people don't want to talk to me. Maybe they're a hook in some other storyline? I don't know. I'm always curious when I encounter characters that just do not want to talk to you in video games. That are named and voiced and everything. I'm like, well, they're here for a reason, right? Look at this nice little shop. Look at how crucially this space, like, kind of makes sense. I still entertain the idea that, like, at some point you would fix horrifying peeling paint that, like, is probably causing health problems and so on.
This time for good.
Like, paint is not a lost technology from the old world. Like, people had paint for thousands of years before the bombs fell. It's not that unreasonable to do. I'm just saying, like, they would either scrub all this peeling wallpaper and or paint off and just expose the raw walls and just accept the brutalism there, or they'd repaint it. But still, like, look at the floor. There's just some, like, broken tiles and stuff, but, like, they cleaned up in here. It has been swept. There isn't horrifying debris in the way everywhere. There are mats down in certain spots. Like, this place makes sense, except for that part. Okay. Why is the glass broken? Okay, you're losing me a little bit here, but I think it's because that's the only asset they have available is broken glass. They didn't make a not broken glass version. Even if you can't replace the glass, you'd want to get rid of the horrifyingly dangerous glass people have to reach past every day to use your store, and, you know, just clean them, get rid of the glass. I don't want to think about the idea that, like, my carrots and apples and shit might have, like, surprise glass in them because there's just loose shattered glass in the shape. But, you know, overall this is an improvement. At least somewhat more sensical. You can feel the in this case that this is like the level designer being trapped with the existing assets, because all floors are bad, all walls are bad, all coolers are bad. There is no good cooler. They didn't make one. Gotta make this game in 18 months. Go, go, go. But at least they didn't cover the floor with nonsensical debris. I accept this.
Hi there. Welcome to the West Side Co-op. I'm Clayton Etienne. Let me know if you have any questions.
Tell me about the co-op.
It might not look like much, but it's what keeps us West Side locals independent. We started it a few years ago. I admit we had a lot of trouble at first, but eventually we got some help from Tom Anderson with the followers. We're finally to the point where the co-op members can start making money from sales instead of just breaking even.
1 second. Shut up. Distracting.
Welcome back. How can I help you?
What's your story?
Well, I've lived in Nevada all my life. Started out in New Reno, but headed down here as soon as I got the chance. If you can believe it, things are even worse back home. The whole city's still run by crime families. It used to be the Mordinos and Wrights. Now it's the Wrights and Van Graffs. Seems like things never got better. Anyway, that's all behind me now.
Tell me what you have for sale.
All right.
It's food. Always. You like ammo? Value 450. Damn. I am seemingly never going to use this, so. I don't know, on some level it does kind of feel nice just to collect these kind of rare things for some reason. Need rebound. Maybe don't need all these expired stim packs given how many other ones I've got. Just gets a little overkill at some point.
Thanks. See you later.
Well, bud, enjoy your independence. This place looks really big. I'm a little overwhelmed again. Oh, the rats. Wow, they're small.
Had enough.
Teach you to mess with me.
That was a strong reaction. What with the fucking gunshots and everything. They could have friendly fired someone. That was alarming.
Anything new happening?
Hello.
Here's where they grow their crops. I feel like I've never seen those rats that small.
Hello.
Did he run from the gunshots from the rats?
Cheap, but it tastes like it was filtered through a dirty sock.
It may be cheap, but it's also bad. What a surprise. Some people back here, more crops. The space dedicated to this stuff does add to believability that people live here. It's just bizarre to me that people don't want to slightly clean up the place they live in when they've seemingly been here for years or decades. Seems like some of these people like probably lived here their whole life.
Shootout at one of them casinos on the strip. Some people got killed or something.
Great con chem dealer.
What do you need?
You just mixed in here, huh?
Later.
Okay, well, we're not getting an interaction there. Doggy, watch out. Evil cockroach. I've saved you, vicious dog. Vicious dog empty. Oh, he's dead. I'm too late. Look at those big cute eyes. The cockroaches got him. Nobody even did anything about it. You know, right?
Change, man. I've got 2 kids to feed.
I don't know if I believe you there. Cistern. That's just Raoul. Guess this is where they're getting their water from.
Looks like this is gonna be the big one, boss. If you're ready, I'm with you.
Wait here. I think I mentioned this before. Whenever I hear that one, I always think of the. There it is again. Think of the Among Us sound. Sometimes I just wonder if there's like an easier way to track down the named characters in a place. Hello.
Oh, hello.
What do you do here?
I deliver things and stuff for the people here. They give me caps to do it. Bye.
Okay. So many characters around here you can barely talk to. It just makes me wonder if there's more to it in other situations. Hello, a Nuka-Cola victory. Why do you have empty sarsaparilla bottles on your shelves in a store? What, are people here to collect them? I guess in the apocalypse there's use for old bottles because you can fill them. I mean, I remember playing Pathologic, and half the gameplay loop is finding bottles and then filling them with water. You get your own favorite trash cans.
Howdy. Name's Bob, but folks around here call me Klamath Bob. What can I do you for?
I take it you're from Klamath.
Yeah, good old Klamath. Not a bad place if you like hunting, eating, and skinning geckos all day. It's a pretty dull place, but I hear there was a bit of excitement when this tribal from Arroyo came to town years back. All before my time, though.
It's pretty whatever. I hear there was one exciting thing once, but I wasn't there. Anyway, I have some questions about... actually...
So I hear the honcho of one of them strip families up and disappeared. Poof. Yeah, they'll find his body someday.
Oh, I was like, who's talking?
Hey, stranger. Hope you've been well. What do you need?
I have some questions about this area.
I might have some answers for you. What did you want to know?
What do you do around here?
I run the liquor store on West Side. With things this rough, some folks need a lot of booze just to step out of the door in the morning. After I close up shop, I walk around and help keep the peace. Not that I'm good with a gun, mind you, but someone's gotta do it, you know?
Can you tell me about West Side?
Well, things aren't great here, but I've seen a lot worse. We've got the fiends to the south of us, and that ain't good. The scorpions hang out at the Monte Carlo when they aren't slinging chems or getting their heads blown off by the fiends. Probably the best thing we've got going on is the co-op, run by Mr. Etienne. Get some help from the followers of the apocalypse, I think.
I don't think you have to worry about the fiends anymore. You have a lot of run-ins with the fiends?
Not so much lately. The NCR is giving them hell anytime they poke their damn heads out. Bless those boys and gals for getting rid of that vermin. I feel pity for any man or woman that gets addicted to chems, but when they prey on decent folk, well, then it's time to put them down.
Tell me about the scorpions.
Not much to tell. Typical gang of dumb bullies and angry nobodies. They're holed up a bit south of here, in the Monte Carlo suites. They think they're tough, but anytime they tangle with the fiends, they get torn right up.
What's so great about the co-op?
Food from the people and for the people. Anyone can buy, but the profits are shared by the folks who make the produce. Locals got these little gardens that do real well. Gosh darn well, truth be told. Etienne got some help from that Anderson kid, I think. Anyway, we don't gotta rely on merchants so much. And it means the troopers can use all the food they make over on the east side. Works out nice. What else did you want to chat about?
You know anything about that super mutant walking around town?
Oh, yeah, that's mean son of a bitch. I know the name sounds bad, but he likes it. He's one nasty old coot. Far as I can tell, he's one of them original super mutants. What came from the boneyard. Wandered about after that master fellow died. Eventually got caught somewhere around the hub back in NCR. Boy, they sure treated him mean down there. Cut him up so bad he can't talk no more. I tried to buy him just so they'd stop hurting him, but they didn't want any of it.
You know how it got away from the NCR?
Turns out some of them night kids, whatever you call those sneaky super mutant types, got in and busted him out. I guess somebody named Tabitha led the bunch that freed him. Don't know much more than that.
Isn't Tabitha the granny character we met? How do you end up here on the west side?
He just showed up here one day. Couldn't really talk, but he remembered me all right. Ever since then, he's just been, well, hanging around, I guess. Does odd jobs for folks and smashes the bad guys when they come poking around.
People around here aren't afraid of him?
Some folks steer clear of him, for sure, but he don't seem to mind. What else did you want to chat about?
Let's talk about something else.
Sure.
What do you got for
All right,
sale?
then. Hopefully I've got something to wet your whistle.
Booze, booze. Oh, look. Cards for me to not play, because I continue to not play this game. Yeah, he sells empty sarsaparilla. A lot of cards. Buy the Nuka-Cola victory for no good reason.
Okay, then.
Alrighty then. I like the increase of just neutral to friendly super mutants kind of hanging around. Just adds to the variety. Also just kind of escapes one of those RPG traps that a lot of games do, dating back to tabletop RPGs and D&D and stuff, where they would often characterize an entire race in their universe as just being inherently evil, which, after you spend more than a few minutes thinking about it, is a pretty fucked up thing to do in your setting. Maybe you shouldn't have an entire type of people that's inherently evil. Does that mean son of a bitch? It is. You got outside. Oh my god. Okay. I think he's effective. NCR deserters. Oh my god, how many people are there? Oh wait, Z. Oh, that's West Side Militia, not a deserter. Almost attacked the wrong guy.
I hear the Legion's fixing to attack Hoover Dam.
Cool.
Dang, I ain't there.
The gunfight's not even over yet. Can you stop barking? Well, this got aggro very quickly. I wish there was more NCR deserters that you could talk to. The fact that they're instantly... like, the fact that the concept of an NCR deserter is so hostile in nature feels like a weird, sort of like weird world building. I think a lot of people would have reason to be disillusioned with a NCR and desert. That wouldn't make them people that would be shooting random people in the streets and in the wasteland all the time. The fact that there's fiend and deserters at the same time, I don't think they get along, right? So that was just a shit show of spawning enemies. So what's Thorn? I wouldn't have found this place if there wasn't a giant sign pointing at it. Oh! Hi.
Stay underground at night.
Enjoy the show. And don't give us a reason to shoot you, okay?
Who runs this place? This simultaneously makes me really paranoid about how much I'm missing in this game, and also terrified of the idea of actually following through with whatever I might be missing, because oh my god. 200 episodes. That's where they're keeping all the animals that they fight. So they pit animals against each other, or maybe people against the animals. Definitely gives the whole, like, Coliseum vibes. North Sewers. More cage. Are those death claws? The hell you guys doing with death claws in here? Night stalkers. Rad scorpions. Nothing. Or invisible thing? Is there a named character in here somewhere? Red Lucy. I now know that Red Lucy exists, but they are not here. See how fucked up it is that this space is technically nicer than the place the prostitutes live in? I would not totally trust this, like, sheet metal, corrugated metal, or whatever it's called. But it is a series of laid down things to make up a floor and not just like random debris. Class. CLA, CLA, CLASS. Sadly. CLA, CLA, CLASS. SADLY. CLA, CLASS. SADL. There you go. The Thorns mainframe, the Thorns ledger. Misread messages. Messages can't be read. Okay. Electricity supplies at 74% capacity. Creature cage status secure. Okay, it doesn't seem like anything in our computer actually controls this area. It just looks at it. None of the buttons could actually activate stuff. Is that Lucy down there?
Gonna eat the next fucking rat I see.
It's good to have goals. Red Lucy.
I'd remember if I had seen you here before. I'm sure of it. What do you want?
What is this place?
The clamor of our bloodthirsty crowds reaches every corner of the wasteland. But I'll pretend that your ignorance doesn't offend me, stranger. This is the Thorn. Here's where the strong make a name for themselves, and the weak are fed to the jaws of hell. You can bet on the contenders. Or, if you have what it takes, be one of the contenders. Be warned. The Thorn demands respect. Break the rules, or offend me in any way, and I'll gut you open for all to see.
Tell me more about the Thorn.
What do you want to know?
How do you train the creatures?
Even if I trusted you, I'd not share my secrets just for your pretty face, stranger. The Thorn's a sacred ground, a source of awe. Here we truly rule over the forces of nature, for once. These beasts are slaves to their instincts and hunger for blood. That's a good enough answer for everyone. And it'll do for you, too.
Please tell me how you find them.
Our creatures come from the farthest reaches of the wasteland. The Thorn takes care of them until the time to spill their blood comes. We constantly replenish our stock to keep this holy ground soaked red. Only a few brave ones ever earn the honor of serving the Thorn.
I don't want to help them here. Tell me about you.
What's on your mind?
What's your take on the state of affairs of the Mojave Wasteland?
The land does not care about petty squabbles among lesser men. I don't care about that either. In the end, the people of New Vegas will continue to live and die here. It matters not who their self-appointed master is.
I don't know about that. What's going on with Caesar seems pretty transformative. Like it affects people. There's nothing lesser about what I can do in private. Alright, ultimately this seems like it's just the arena that's in every single game that they make. Usually. And so it's probably relatively tedious stuff to grind through. And whenever I play the arena of a given game, it never really feels like it was worth it by the end. So I'd rather not. In particular, I have a vivid memory of playing Oblivion and getting so bored because of how long it was taking to get through the arena storyline. What is out here? So we're in the desert now. Sorry, the sewer. That's what happens when I follow the arrow. I get some surprises. It's wild how involved these places can get. There's just more citizens living underground. Because it's safer. This is a lot of burning barrels that they have to maintain somehow. Yeah, when I played Oblivion, I got so bored playing the arena storyline that I increased the difficulty just to try to relieve the pain. And that did not make the game more exciting. Because the way that higher difficulty of Oblivion works is just that everybody has way more health, and also starts using healing spells and stuff like that. And so, if I remember correctly, the fights that were previously comically easy to the point of being boring suddenly became fights that were impossible, but not because they were hard in a way where they were hurting me. They just, like, let's see, North Vegas Square. This is not a new place. This city is huge. It's really hard to parse what it's shaped like and where there's left to go. Did not realize there was so much left. Like, it just became infinite slap fights where I just had to hit these characters indefinitely and they would never ever die or kill me. I'm like, well, this isn't better. So I just gave up and turned it back down.
Can I help you with something, stranger?
Tell me about North Vegas.
We've been here for a few years, just looking for a place we can call our own. Life's harsh, but still, it beats the hell out of the desert. We've got numbers, we've got food, and we've got trade. That's progress, stranger.
What is there to do here?
Keep your nose to the ground, stranger, that's what. Mind your own business and let us mind our own. Are we clear? If you got a mind to loot the old H&H Tools factory, don't even bother. That place is sealed tighter than a rad scorpion's bunghole. Every salvager who tries gets blown up, flattened, or gutted by traps. Then he starts to stink up the town, and we're the ones to clean up the mess.
Who are you?
Name's Crandon, stranger. I keep an eye out for trouble around here.
It's a hell of a thing when someone's like, don't you even think about going to this place that I am specifically telling you about, that you did not know about until I chose to start informing you of it. What kind of trouble?
Folks that don't belong. Murderers, rapists, extortionists, and everything in between. You know, business as usual in North Vegas, stranger.
What do you mean, I know business as usual? I fucking asked you what's like up here, because I don't know. Doesn't the NCR keep order around here?
NCR? Did you just crawl out from under a rock? Those folks only care about their business, their people, and their pockets. NCR's order? Don't make me laugh, stranger. We work this land, we own these streets, and we yank up the bad weeds ourselves. Got it?
Tell me more about your role here.
Jules, myself, and a few others patrol the streets and sewers. Any punks come up out of the rest of the city, we give them the runoff.
Need a hand with any trouble?
You want to help us out? What makes you think we want you around here, huh?
I respect your independence and I'm good at taking care of troubles.
That's the kind of stuff I like to hear, stranger. All right, we could use someone like you.
What would you like me to do?
Some squatters decided to take space where they don't belong, over by the playground. We'd prefer to keep them off the streets and out of sight. Maybe you could go and talk to them. Convince them to see things our way.
I'm on it.
I like your speed, stranger. Let me know when that's done. Bye.
What, are you saying that they're not allowed to live here, or are you saying that they just need to go underground where it's safer? Because I thought there was a situation where no one's taking care of people, so you guys got to. Squatter bill. I guess these are the squatters.
What do you want?
Brandon says you're not allowed to stay here. You'll have to go somewhere else.
Oh, really? And how you gonna make us?
I better not have any trouble. Here's 50 caps. Just keep yourself off the streets.
Sure, you got a deal.
Here you go.
Pleasure doing business with you.
It was that easy. We do get into a bit of a problem here where I'm like, I must defeat the evil billionaire, Mr. House, but I'm like, I have so much money that it breaks the entire economy, narratively. I could give 1,000 caps to every character I meet and would struggle to run out.
Prim's a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Oh, this is this is a North Vegas resident. Is this guy...
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles, I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
Right. This person sleeping in the same place is a North Vegas resident, unlike the squatters, so she's allowed to be... What the fuck is this quest? I think Crandon might be a shit. I think he might be one entire shit.
I see a lot of folks come and go, but none fit your type. Where you come from, stranger?
I'm just another wasteland wanderer. Why the suspicion? I just own, New Vegas now.
'Cause that's the law of the land. You never know when someone's going to stab you in the back, and I like mine upright. Maybe one day, stranger, when you've seen all I've seen, done all I've done, you'll sooner trust a rad scorpion than a new face in the wasteland.
You look capable of defending yourself?
I sure am, stranger. But there ain't anything about you that makes me want to go into details.
Okay, so what's your story?
That's a long one, stranger. Let's just say I got tired of killing in the wasteland, and now I found a better home for my old butt.
What do you do here?
Outer Vegas ain't exactly a safe place. Despite our numbers, the wasteland creeps through every nook and cranny. I make sure any dangers to the people of North Vegas stay outside our barrier, stranger. Day and night, I stand watch.
Tell me about North Vegas.
We're independent folks here. Merchants, gamblers, NCR whores. All of them trade with us, and we offer protection against critters and the fiends.
NCR whores?
You heard me. We don't like those stiff-backed, clean-handed little pussies. New Vegas belongs to the people. The NCR is just a corrupt and bloated monster no better than any other wasteland crawler. We make this land wealthy, and we ain't giving it up.
What's the deal with the fiends?
They're a bunch of lunatics so pumped full of chems they don't give a damn about life anymore. Fiends rape, kill, and maim for the hell of it. Vault 3's fiend territory. Those shitheads attack West Side all the time, even making it to the rest of Outer Vegas when they crawl under the sewers.
What's your opinion on the NCR again?
The NCR is just a corrupt and bloated monster no better than any other wasteland crawler. We make this land wealthy, and we ain't giving it up.
You just keep looping, okay. Just keep telling me again. What did you say before? Why is this guy has so many, what did you say before, dialogues? Normally it just shows the same prompt but gray, but this one has colored in ones that are functionally the same thing. It's just weird, just a weird inconsistency of how conversations work sometimes.
I'll see you again, stranger.
Wonder why they did it that way.